So no other work is getting done today. Sometimes. Would you believe me if I said I'm just now finishing a video I started 2 weeks ago? Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sia, and today I'm talking to you about how I balance YouTube content creation and my 9-to-5. I took you along on a little journey with me for a few days. So I'll start with that and you'll see how I balance it in like real time. And at the end, I'll give you a roundup of about 6 or 7 tips to help you manage your YouTube content creation journey while you're still working your 9-to-5 or whatever your day job is. Good morning, loves. It is a Monday morning, 7 a.m. almost. It's closer to like 6:50. And I'm gonna take you along my day today as I juggle both YouTube and my 9-to-5. So today is not like a crazy YouTube day, but I'm gonna give you tips and tricks that I have currently that helps me to juggle my YouTube and my day job. So my day job is not really a 9-to-5, and that's why I'm up so early. I wish it was because I'm gonna go work out and then I'm gonna go do something for YouTube and then I'm gonna start my work at 9 o'clock. No, that is not the case. It is a very busy week for me. It is month-end close. As most of you know, I am an accounting manager. There is high stress times for accounting, and that's usually the end of the month or the beginning of the month, depending on how your month end goes. Right now for me, it is the very end of the month and I have so much catching up to do. I feel like I've put so much time towards work in the past week and I still have not caught up in a way that I really need to be. So that is why I'm up early, and honestly, I wanted to start work an hour ago. But I got myself ready for the day, and one of my first cheat codes, which will not apply to everyone unfortunately, is that I work from home. So that gives me a little bit more flexibility when it comes to managing YouTube and my 9-to-5. I will be able to do at least one thing from home when it comes to YouTube, whether it's answering comments, putting out a post with a poll for you guys, deciding to film my day. Like some people go to work, they cannot film their day. I can film my day and this will be a full video for me. I highly suggest, like, if you're going to do a YouTube, of course, do what you want to focus on. But one of the easier ways to be able to do that is if you're able to incorporate it into your normal day-to-day. So like a lot of my videos, they're budget videos, taking you through my payday routine, etc. These are things that I actually do. Like, I'm obsessed with managing my money. So I found a way to do that for YouTube and it's not getting in the way too much. Or I like to take you guys along in like a day in my life or vlog every once in a while. So that is easier because I'm just doing my daily life. Now, it's not always. Sometimes I'm out and about and I'm just enjoying the moment, or even at home just so focused on things that I'm like, oh snap, I forgot to whip out the camera. But it can be easier if you're a natural with just whipping out the camera and okay with getting any corner of your life. One of the cons though that I'll bring up right now, and then I'm gonna go make coffee and really start my day, is that a lot of things can get neglected because you're trying to manage 2 things full time. So like my home, it gets neglected, sad to say. And so that's why sometimes I do cleaning videos and I haven't done one in a while, but it needs a refresher. Like, it's unfortunate, but unless you're actually working 9-to-5 and you have those cutoffs, it's gonna get hard. My days, again, start at 7. I probably won't get off of work until 7 to 9, if not later. So it is really hard to manage if you have a really busy work schedule, but it is not impossible. Other things that might get neglected: friends, family, unless they are part of your schedule, unless they are part of your content, it is very possible for them to get a little bit neglected, unfortunately, but not fully. Like, don't just throw them away. You can still spend time with them, but if you're prioritizing this and depending on your schedule and how you want to post and manage, you may need to use some of that free time you would have used to maybe go out and see people to build your channel. You may need to use that time to focus. I have definitely done that. I've been inside a lot more. I probably sound like I have dry mouth. I'm gonna have some water, I'm gonna get my coffee, and we're gonna go take this upstairs. So this is the realistic aftermath of me doing a live this weekend for you guys. So if you haven't caught that for me showing you guys how to use the budget template, definitely go check that out if you are curious curious about how exactly to use it. But that was done yesterday, Sunday, and I just left my desk like that. So now I have to transition from YouTube life to work life. It's not too bad. I'm probably gonna spend a good 5 hours purely on work. And then at my break, maybe I'll come back. I'll probably show you guys like me working and stuff, but maybe on my break, when I come back, we'll talk about tip number 2. Okay, so I'm all set up and at my desk. And what I usually do right now is set up some videos for me to watch. So whether that's inspo videos for my channel or just for my life, you know, those YouTube gurus that give you all the tips and updated tricks for YouTube, I like to watch those because, you know, you just stay up to date, keeps you motivated, whether you take those tips or not. Sometimes motivation is just key. And yeah, and just other like videos that are maybe similar to my channel that may give me some ideas, stretch my mind a little bit on where I can take my channel or what I can do with some of my videos, how I can upgrade some of my videos. So that's what I'm gonna do right now as I get focused and steady with work. So it's kind of almost like research at the same time while I'm working. It's in the background, I'm not 100% focused, but I'll catch on to some things. And then you always have a notebook handy. So whenever you have some ideas or some thoughts, you put it down in the notebook, and then I'll show you in a little bit, actually I'll show you now, what I do with my ideas. So let me open up and I'll screen record it while I'm doing this. So many people have their ways of tracking and doing project tracking and stuff, and there's tools out there for you, really cool tools like Notion and stuff like that. I'm a spreadsheets girl, so I'm just sticking to my spreadsheets. What I do in here is I just put the status of the video that I'm working on. Of course, I have like the working title or topic that may change, and then I put the dates where I want to film it or when I want to film it and when I plan on posting it. Now, sticking to these dates is not easy and it doesn't always happen, and I'm totally okay with that as long as I'm continuing to be consistent. This is just like my personal thing to try to keep me on track. And once I have like all these ideas mapped out, and they're usually mapped out for like a month or 2 in advance, I know that I always have something to film and something to look forward to or something to do, so that I'm not falling behind or stuck without a video or without content because I don't know what I want to do next. There's options in here for me. And then I also, so that's like tip number 2/3. One of my biggest tips if you are struggling to manage between YouTube and or content creation period and working your day job, especially if it's stressful, my main tip is to get a video editor. Okay, that has been completely life-changing for me, and shout outs to my girl Janae, hey, but it has been completely life-changing for me. So what I do in this tracker is I will load up all of my clips into Google Drive. I'll let her know that the clips are loading into the drive and the link is in the tracker, so she can just grab them there and start working on the videos. It's been a pretty good system, and that's like the main reason why I'm able to pump out videos to you guys, because if I had to actually edit my own videos, it would take me so much longer. Like I used to do that. I used to have my couples channel and I edited majority of those videos, at least for the first year or so. And when we did Vlogmas, I even did that while working every day, filming and editing and posting, and that lasted like 11 days. And I'm honestly very shocked that we even got that far, but it was just not easy. So we went to a website, and Mario really wants me to gatekeep this. I'm gonna call him out on that. He really wants me to gatekeep the website, but it is onlinejobs.ph where we found our video editors. And life-saving, as you guys see in my budget videos, it is not super expensive like it would be to get someone in the US to do the video editing, and you still get great quality work. It is so worth it. So if you're looking to find a video editor, go there, talk to the people on there, put out a job posting, you know, review their work, their past work, and choose a video editor from there. It is so worth it. So thanks, girl. Now I'm about to get to my work day. This has delayed my work day, just filming and prepping for filming and stuff. So I'm about to start work again, still later than I want to, but we're still early. So I'm about to get to focusing and put my videos together. Actually, let's go to YouTube, put some videos in the queue so I can get going, and I'll be back in a little bit with another tip. So I know I said I was gonna be back on my break, and I am. It is it's past 2 p.m. It's 2:15, and I know I said I would be back at like 12, but of course the work day has just been taking me, basically just did almost a whole shift in one sitting, which is terrible. And that is why like my health has been something a little bit on the neglect list, like not too much. I'm still prioritizing it, obviously, while I'm on a walk right now, but it could obviously be better, and I should be managing it better. But I really sometimes let work kind of take over the day. But at this point on my walk, I'm probably going to either post a short or write down some notes. I haven't really done scripting too much for my YouTube videos. If that's something that you would do, this would be a good time to do it on your break. I have done it a little bit, and I may get into it a little bit more. Like this video probably would have been good scripted, but I kind of just like just chatting with you guys and going with, well, taking you along the day with me. So it's a little bit different, but this would be a good time for that. Or a good time to let your brain rest and enjoy the sun. Either is okay. In order to manage balancing both the 9 to 5 and content creating, you also need rest. It's extremely important, and you need some sun, like get outside. So that's what I'm doing, getting some vitamin D. Thankfully it is a beautiful day today, which is great, just in time for the people that have Beyonce's concert later tonight, the first show. But yeah, my next tip is make sure, well, 2 tips. Either make the time for rest or use that lunch break that you have to put in more effort towards your videos in some capacity. Also, to just expand on that point as well, definitely think about the little pockets of your day that you can put towards it. If you feel like you have no time, really think about it. Do you have time and you're just spending it somewhere else? Like for me, I know at the end of the night, a lot of the times Mario and I would just sit and watch TV for a few hours. That could be a time where you're filming really quickly, or prepping to film, or prepping a load. The video that I recently posted that is my #1 most viewed video currently, I prepared that video at like 12 at night, doing the description and the title and playing around with the title, doing research for the title, and then I set it to post the next morning. Use the time that you have. Are you spending too much time, on your phone? Look at that screen time. If it's saying a couple hours a day and it's not because you're working on your videos, maybe you need to change that around. So right now, part of it for me, of course, is filming this video. I have a short that is already prepared and edited that I can load, but I think I'm not gonna load it till tomorrow. So that's totally fine. That'll be easy for tomorrow's break. Quick, just loaded into YouTube. That's what I have for right now. My next video that I'm going to film won't happen until tomorrow. I'm gonna do my May budget video. So that'll be, I believe it'll be tomorrow, because I wanna do it after I actually get paid, and then wrap up the month, of course, because I like to tell you guys like how I spent in the month we're closing. And even that is kind of soon because it's not the last day of the month, so I'm not getting everything, but I don't expect to spend really anything for the next couple of days. And because I am planning for that tomorrow, I am going to spend a couple more hours at work today to make sure that tomorrow I can actually get off at a decent time, because I would prefer to be filming when the sun is still out so I can have that natural light kind of coming in, and it's supposed to be another sunny day. But if that's not possible, I'll still film. I'll be okay. I have the box light, ring lights, regular light. All that matters is that I get it done. So yeah. Okay, so we're back in the house, and I just text Mario like, I think I have low energy because I didn't eat. So we're gonna get some food. Because obviously I've been going and on it since 6 this morning, and it's almost 3 o'clock. But don't do that. Fuel yourself. Because I'm like, I have a 3 o'clock deadline for caffeine. Caffeine after 3 p.m. It's not looking good for your girl with a good night's sleep. So I might still do some. Maybe I'll do like a liquid IV energy. We'll see if I decide to do that or coffee. What I'm definitely doing is getting some food. And normally I would make some food, but I need to get back to my desk. So I'm just gonna warm up. And shout outs to Trader Joe's for all of the quick warm up foods. I'm gonna warm up a burrito that I got from Trader Joe's. Bean and cheese burrito. Yep, it's only 540 calories, which is great. So it's good enough for me because I didn't eat anything today. It's also just not a lot of calories, so that's fine. It's quick and just what your girl needs for today. Work kicking my ass. I need something that's good. And I like these. That's what it looks like. Very cold, very plain, very what the heck, but they're good. I swear, I swear. It's 9:52. No other work is getting done today. So it is 10:30 and I'm finally signing off. Look. It's closed. I'm obviously, well, I could be doing something more for YouTube, but I'm not. But I have made a note that I do want to add in my affiliate links this week. I'm not gonna make that a priority during the work week, but Saturday. That's gonna be a task for Saturday or Friday night, depending if Friday is not too crazy. Because I do need to add all my affiliate links, all the details in my bio, questions that people ask, FAQs or whatever. I'm gonna add that in my bio in the description for my video so that they're easy to find. And of course, you know, you want some commissions off of affiliate links if you can get them. So I'm gonna put them there, have them available, and also, of course, just easy finds. But anyways, it's 10:30. I've been working all day. I'm tired. I think I am just going in circles right now. So I'm gonna get ready for bed. We're gonna have an early morning again tomorrow, and we'll get back to tips about balancing. But the truth is, some days look like this. I know I'm on here looking a mess right now. I'm on here looking a mess for y'all. This will tempt me to want to make a new video because what the F. But this is the reality that sometimes days look like this. So you don't get too far with social media. Anytime you have a little bit of time, you can do something. I answered comments today. I'm obviously filming today. And I listened to some videos that gave me some motivation, made me think about my strategy for social media and all of that. So there's still things you can do even when you don't have time. Tomorrow, I'm hoping will be a better day. I'm supposed to be viewing another apartment today, so I'm probably going to film that to add to another video where I'm either vlogging, I'm either going to show y'all like an overarching vlog, or I'm going to make that separate and do like an apartment hunting in LA video and tell you guys like price range, and I'll give you all the specs of the homes because we're really looking at like townhomes and houses. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Okay, you guys, so it's Wednesday and I just got off of work. It's 8 p.m. and I'm about to film for you guys. So I did a little filming yesterday because we went to go see a house, so that'll be in another video. But I got a film for you guys for today, and I really wanted to get out to you guys tomorrow. So I may try to see if I can get it expedited. If not, hopefully the next day. Yeah, at this point, my brain is a little bit fried from work. It has definitely pushed me today. It's been pushing me so far this week. Again, I'm filming on the busiest week that we have, and the fun does not stop for the next 2 days. I am so serious about growing this YouTube channel and pushing out content for you guys, and I really am trying not to continue to go 7-9 days, 2 weeks between posting videos like I do sometimes. So I'm making sure I get to what I'm supposed to get to. So right now I am legitimately about to put on a little bit of makeup. I have mastered this 10-minute routine, so I'll be able to do that. And then I'm going to film my main budget video. So for that, I actually have to do a little bit of prep, which is just my normal, what would normally be my Saturday routine, which I did on Saturday, is to update for all the expenses I have so I can let you guys know like what I've spent, etc. for April. But of course, it's been a few days since Saturday, so I'm going to put in everything that I have spent so far, update my income, because I'm pretty sure there's some updates I need to make there, and then I'll get started filming. And you just got to do what you got to do, honestly and truly. Like, I'm tired right now and my brain is fried, but I know that I'll be able to pick that energy back up because it'll be real fun to create the video for you guys. And then I'll be off to bed, to be honest. It'll be that. Oh, I also have some personal stuff to do as well, which I'll probably talk about in the video. Yeah, I will have to talk about it in the video. So the night is not over, but it's 8 o'clock. There's a few more hours before we need to go to bed. So we can get this done. Yeah, we can make it work. Okay, makeup's done. Perfect. Probably a stretch. Do I have too much blush on? Maybe. My lips even look okay? I don't know, but I'll get my Summer Fridays lip thing and re-up. I'm gonna finish out my apartment application because that's what I'm doing right now. And then I'm gonna set up for filming for you guys for the May budget video, like I mentioned. It is 8:33, so that was not a 10-minute routine, but I got a new eyebrow pencil and I'm like learning how to use it again, and whatever. Okay, so now let's get into the tips. And I know I already said some throughout the vlog, but I just want to like clean it up and round it up for you guys. I am filming this right now at almost 9 o'clock at night. And that I'm pointing out just because sometimes you have to film and do what you got to do when you don't want to. So I have been putting this off, like I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, for 2 weeks. And it's not that I've been putting it off. I've just been so busy. Maybe like a week and a half. I'm not even sure, but I've just been so busy. May has been so busy for me and it will continue to be, but I have a goal and I really enjoy creating content and I do not want life to take me away from that just because it's so busy and other things have become priority. I still want to make sure I make the time for this. So these are my tips to help you to keep moving and balancing content creation and your day job. Okay, so 1, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this already in the video, but of course, major thing is that I make a schedule. Now, do I always stick to the schedule? No, you probably saw this schedule in this video and said, well, where are those videos? Well, sometimes life be lifing and the schedule is not super strict, but it is there to 1, help me to keep, my ideas flowing, keep it all in one place. 2, when I do batch film, which is another tip that I'll bring up, I'll have multiple topics to pull out from there to work on all at one time. 3, it just helps me to stay on track, make sure I get the content out there that I really want to do. And when I do have time to really be on track, things are less demanding in other parts of my life, I can adhere to that schedule, but I have it there to always look back at to reference. And it would be really helpful if you can be really disciplined in your schedule or in your content tracker. It's probably the best idea for you, even more so that you're just, okay, I have this to film and then I have this due date, this date that I have to post the video, and you stick to it and you'll just keep doing it if you're that type of person. So that is my first tip. 2, outsource if you can. Of course, this is probably a more privileged, I guess, take, because of course this is something that you would have to pay for, and usually it's costly if you're paying for somebody in the US, but you can also look outside of the US, which of course it still comes with a cost, but it may be more affordable to you. But if you do not have the time and you really want to create content, and if you're okay with letting go of the control that comes with editing your own videos, which I didn't really want to do at first because I do enjoy the editing aspect of it, and I used to do that especially for my couples channel, so that wasn't easy to let go of, but it saves me so much time, you guys. Like videos could take me anywhere from 2 hours to 8 hours editing just one. And I probably still didn't even get it across the way I really wanted to because I'm trying to push out the videos, but I also have to work so many hours. And you guys know I do not do a 9 to 5. I'm more like a 7 to 7. That's just how things go, and sometimes even later. So if you have the extra funds, or at least for part-time, you don't have to do it for all of your videos, but to just help you a little bit, I would definitely highly recommend Outsourcing, which I also am pretty sure I mentioned during the vlogging process. 3, which is probably the second most helpful thing. All of these are obviously helpful tips, but this is really, really helpful, is batch filming. So when you guys see me in the same shirt back to back to back, that's because I finally got to sit down for a day and just put out videos for you guys, or film the videos, I should say. And so I have that going. Of course, you guys know I have an editor, so I'll have that continuously going to my editor so that I have videos probably for the next week and a half or so, especially when I'm trying to put out 2 videos a week, which I'm falling short on that, but that is the goal. So that is the most helpful thing you can probably do for yourself. One day out of the week, you can film multiple videos. If there's videos that you need to plan, set another day of the week where you sit down, plan out your videos, write out a script if that's the type of video that you're doing, brainstorm, whatever, do that, and then sit down. If it's a sit down video, of course, film that day, or whatever it is, whether you're moving around the house or outside or working out, whatever your niche is, your content is about, and you can batch it in one day. Definitely do multiple so that you're just, ready for the week. It's almost like meal prepping. You meal prep for the week so you don't have to worry about that later. You do the same thing with batch filming. My 4th tip is, it's for the people that it's for, okay? So make content on what comes naturally to you, like what you're doing on a regular basis. Like for me, I'm always focusing on my money. I'm on my different journeys, my debt journey, my interior design journey, my fitness journey. That makes filming so much easier for me because then I can just incorporate that into my videos. Like I just pick up the camera and shoot. I make it sound easier than it is, I'm not gonna lie, because sometimes I'm just like, oh snap, I should have picked up the camera. Oh man. And sometimes you kind of just want to get to the thing. But if this is what you really want to do, turn on the camera, show what you're doing, talk about your journeys. If you're playing games, I don't know who's watching my videos, but whatever type of content that you're doing, hopefully it's revolved around something that you're already into or you're starting to get into, so that it can make content creation much easier and a smoother process to incorporate into your life. Because it is, even though it seems like, just a camera maybe following you around, or you just sit down with a camera, it's really a lot more than just turning the camera on. 5, leverage your commute or your breaks, which I definitely showed you guys. I don't think I showed you guys me on the bus, but I'm filming this when? Today is what? March. Oh my gosh. Today is May 13th, I think. Whatever the Tuesday is, 12th or 13th. I don't even know. Like I said, it's like almost 9 o'clock. I'm tired, but I went to the office today, and on my way to the office, I made sure to post a short. It's been a few days since I posted. I use that time to make sure I can post my short. Use that time if you're commuting on a regular basis to brainstorm or to listen to, videos to get ideas from or inspiration from. I really feel like this process is something you kind of need to be obsessed with, just even a little bit, because it requires a lot out of you. And I'm always in the house saying like, oh my God, YouTube days are so fast, because you post a video and you turn around and it's a week later like that. And you're like, oh my goodness, I don't want to fall behind in the algorithm. So many things to think about, right? Use the time that you can find on my breaks, on my walks, and sat on the couch for a little bit to decompress. And I said, you know what? I cannot let another day go by without filming this video. And it's bad enough that I had already told my editor that I would have this video for her a few days ago. Sorry, girl. But like, I've been busy. I'm in the middle of moving and choosing a place and packing and working, but I don't want this to fall off. So I'm going to show up. And then I think my last one is to set boundaries and give yourself grace. So like I said, it's been a few days. I am busy. I let myself chill sometimes, or even a little bit. When I got home, I prefer to film when the sun is out because the lighting is better. It's okay. Sometimes life gets a little crazy, and I gave myself a couple hours, and shoot, I gave myself a couple of days because I'm late on this video, but that's okay as long as you continue to show up. But don't stress yourself out too much thinking you're falling behind. If you had a plan to do 2 videos a week, maybe change that to 1 video a week if that's what is more reasonable for your life. Be realistic about the goals you set. You can set stretch goals. That's what I love to do, set stretch goals and really try to reach for them. But I don't beat myself up if I don't reach them. I congratulate myself when I am still being consistent. Give yourself some grace and remember that it's not easy to balance both things between work, family, and content creation. And I think that's it. I think my very, very, very last thing, which I already said, is that you do need to be a little bit obsessed with it. And I think that's what helps me to get through. 1, I enjoy it. 2, I wanted to reach monetization so bad. And now I have to keep it. And so I'm making sure I'm watching videos on, the best tips and tricks. I am making sure I show up. I am making sure that I think of it as a commitment and I prioritize it. And that's why I'm showing up right now. It is not easy. I might say it's easier than the title, but it's not easy to balance it at all, especially if you have a job that is really pulling you. And starting a new job, being it for the past few months, my job previously, it's always just pulling you. You need time to rest. Rest is super important, but don't rest yet if you haven't shown up. You gotta show up. I think that is all of my tips. That's pretty much how I manage it. I really, really highly suggest watching, more videos like this, more videos of people saying to be obsessed. Like, I got so much inspiration. I don't know if you guys ever seen their videos from Kristen and Reef, who is a couples channel, and they do like pranks and stuff, whatever. It doesn't even matter really what they do. I watched it a year or two, probably 2 years ago, of an interview from them just saying how hard they pushed. Like, they were both working and they were also doing YouTube, and they wouldn't stop. At 2 a.m. they're filming, editing every single day until they reached their goal. And their goal was to be able to quit their job. Their goal was to, make a living on YouTube, et cetera. YouTube, content creation, all that. And that motivated me so much. And I know for myself as well, like, I attempted Vlogmas on the couples channel before, and that was so hard. That was like 12 days of and that was when I was editing on my own. I don't know how I just broke out into a story time, but that was when I was editing on my own. So it was like, I think that's somewhere between 9 to 12 days of filming, editing, and posting every single day. I was obsessed with it, and it was so much fun. We were looking for activities to do, et cetera, et cetera. It was so fun, so cool, but oh my gosh, did I burn out. I don't even know how they do it because I swear they post every day, but of course it's obviously worth it because that's what they really want to do. So if you really want to do it and that's what you really want, you gotta show up, just like anything else in life. So do with that. I hope you took away something from that. I hope I was helpful even with my sleepy brain. Happy to make an updated video in a few months when hopefully things change and maybe I find a new tip or trick that'll be helpful for you guys. But until then, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.